Purpura from Sky Harbor. I'm the salesperson here. And in your folders, there's a guest registration sheet. If you can please fill that out and then hand that in before the end of the seminar. That'll tell me a little bit about you, what your interests are, if you're renting now, if you're a homeowner now. So anything that would help me out in trying to provide a nice home for you. Also, you'll find in there a nice flyer from Sky Harbor that's going to show you our community, the quality of the community. It is an all-family community. A lot of the communities in the area, they're 55 plus, and in this area, we love having families. There is a lot of elderly people, and it's great that we do have that sort of community because they really do look out for everybody else. We even use this community center for the senior citizen center. So every Saturday or every Friday, they like to come in and play cards, and they have picnics, and everybody's welcome to join. It's just something that the seniors like to do, just to, stay involved. Then also, you'll see all of our listings. Now, some of the listings that we do have in there, we're representing sellers. And the sellers sometimes take a little bit for me to get a hold of and get into those actual homes, but we can get into those homes, as well. Sometimes you'll see that some of them are cluttered because they're in the process of moving. But the first two that you're actually looking at, those are our homes, which we bring in a model. They're brand new homes. Everything is Energy Star efficient. They're perfect in every way. They have all the warranties, just like the roof warranties. They'll be like 25, 30 years on a regular shingle roof. All the appliances, those are brand new, and you'll have all the warranties on those too. Those will be transferred to you. And there's also one other good quality. We provide our own financing on those. And it's very difficult in this time, the way the mortgage market changed, to get mortgages, and unfortunately we fall under that umbrella. So we try to help out as many people as possible and provide our own in-house financing. So we're not always taking into consideration just credit. A lot of people will just say, well, I have poor credit. Well, we have Fresh Start programs. We have so many different other programs to help people out. They may ask for a larger down payment. They may ask for some prepaid rent, something just to secure the situation. But either way, it does help out. Now, some of the ones that you are looking at, they have different lot rents based upon their location. And their locations, you have Sky Harbor East and West. That's one of our older locations. Now, that lot rent, we're trying to keep it at $410. Now, that includes your property taxes, your school taxes, your sewer, property maintenance, property management, garbage pickup by Cheektowaga. We do have a Lancaster school district here, so it's nice that you get a better school district. They do have pickup, so all the buses go right into the community. The only thing that you need to be concerned about paying is your water and your utilities. And you're allowed to have dish, if you have dish TV, you're allowed to have those attached. We don't have any problem with that. But getting into some sort of rules and regulations, you're really not allowed to have fences. If you have a dog, that's fine. Then we just want to keep them under 25 pounds. But you will see some people do have some bigger dogs. They might be chocolate labs, or they might be we just don't want the Rottweilers, the pit bulls. They have a bad reputation. But, the larger dogs have been grandfathered in because we, as American Land Lease Homes, we took over probably about a few years ago. And before it was Sam Taddeo, which you could see his office is next door. He still has some signs in the community, but he's being phased out. And then it'll be totally our community. But I don't really sell his homes, and he doesn't sell my homes, but, we're trying to, get as many homes as we can, just like he is. And then, of course, the other area is Callow Point, Callow Ridge. That's our newer area. That is over to our right. You see a lot of double wides. You see a lot of garages. And that lot rent is $453. And again, that includes everything. It's a little bit newer. And we're trying to bring everybody up to one level of rent. Some people say, well, he's paying $380, I'm paying $450. Why is that? And that's the case. We're just trying to level everything out. So if somebody was going to purchase, they would purchase at the new lot rent level. Then as for purchasing in itself, the first process is always the residence application. And it's like a 4 to a 5-page application, just your regular personal information, your income information. And then you would be called and interviewed by Michael Schuler. He's the property manager, and he would just go over the rules and regulations, similar to what I said. No large dogs, no real, great big parties, but everybody's allowed to have fun, so he's really good with everything. So then they'll also run the credit report. And again, if there's any bruises on the credit, we'll try to work through it. If anybody has any issues, as long as they can explain it and let us know that everything has changed for the better. A lot of people will go through divorces. A lot of people will go through so many different changes, and then we try to help out as much as we can. So as for the contract, then after the contract, it's just a one-page contract. Usually you're looking at least initially 7 to 10% down. The bank will then, if you're financing, the bank will then determine if you need to have anything further down, whether it's 15 or 20% down. And as I mentioned before, a lot of the banks, except for First Niagara, I think Bank of Akron, a lot of your credit unions, they definitely do the loans. And then First Credit Corp, that's one of our premier places that we use. I think they're close to Albany, but they know the community. So when you think of these homes actually depreciating in value, it's the community that keeps the value. So when they sell these homes, they generally get the money back that they put into it. You're not going to make a dramatic profit, but like renting, you're really throwing the money away. When you're buying a mobile home, you can have that option of selling it and getting some of your money back, just as long as you keep it in pretty good condition. I mean, there have been some homes that you could see in that listing. They're selling, around $5,000, $6,000, but those are really the older models, but they kept them in great shape. You're looking at 1965, 1968, and when you walk in, you don't feel like you're in an older model because they've done a lot of the updates. They really take care of the home, and if they did, let it go, or if they let their skirting go, Michael Schuler or myself will just have a talk with you. Please keep up the property because we really try to keep it at a level. We're one of the largest communities in New York State. We have over 610 homes here. So having that many homes, we will want to make sure that everybody's on the same page. So a lot of other communities in the area try to copy us, but they are tending to go to that 55-plus community, and we don't have any plans on doing that. I think families really deserve the opportunity, especially a lot of the ones that I have listed are 2 bedrooms, so starting families, they really love that. Also families that are, possibly selling their homes and downsizing, it's perfect. I do have a few 3 bedrooms, and they are in really good shape. The one that I showed you earlier, 70 Jenny, that's a 3-bedroom, that's our model. Everything's going to be perfect in that. Everything's going to be brand new, and like I said, after this we can go take a look at it and you'll see the quality of work that's in there. And some people would even say that the utilities are so much lower because of the different size and the Energy Star efficiency appliances that they have in there. And then as for the closings are very quick as you would want them to be. So if you had a backup home, what we call backup homes, let's say if you had a home that you need to sell before you come in, if you say it's going to take 2 months, but yet you fall in love with a home, then that's your home, and then you tell us when you want to close. Because because a lot of the times it's just transfer of title, just like you do with your car. So it could be as quickly as you want it to be. There is no sales tax on the used homes, so that's always a good thing. I don't know how we got away with it in New York State, but there's no sales tax on those. On the newer homes, there will be a sales tax, but again, you can close as quickly as you want. I have some people that have closed within a week. It's just a matter of getting the approval from the community, which is Michael Schuler's interview. And then one of the great things about you coming today, I just wanted to let you know you do have an opportunity for 1 month free rent. And then we're giving that out if you are interested in any of the homes that American Land Lease owns. I do have a lot of listings in there, but you'll see that there's probably about 4 or 5 of them that we actually own. We actually provide the financing, so we create that incentive for 1 month free rent. So that'll help you get in a little bit quicker. We also have some trade-up programs too. So if you're here and you see another new home, and we plan on developing Cala Point, we plan on putting a lot more double wides in there, garages. They're really going to be beautiful homes, and you could sell that home and use that proceeds, and we'll move you into a bigger, better home if that's really what you would want to do. And then as for any questions or concerns, feel free to let me know. I told you it would be pretty quick. So anything come to mind?
Well, what precipitated us even coming here is we were in Florida looking to buy a condo or something, and my family told us, well, you're not going to live down there. You're not going to move into a trailer. Don't buy that.
Right.
But we were looking at it. There's a lot, like you said, there's a lot of 55, and one of the things is to head on. There's a lot of amenities. They do have a lot of amenities with the park.
Yes.
And but anyway, and we were thinking. So I said we were thinking of buying a place in Florida, a trailer. That why wouldn't we buy a trailer here where it's safer?
That's true.
In Buffalo. So our intention was to have a place in Buffalo and something in Florida. We don't know right now what we're doing exactly right now, but that's our plan. So we're looking at all variables, including downsizing to a smaller house too. You have a large house you want to get rid of. So.
Well, that's great. And as I mentioned before, I do work with a lot of real estate agents that could help you with that. And you could easily make that sort of plan of action, and we could make that work for you. I did give you all my contact information, so you have my phone number. I thank you so much for coming. But the best thing to do is just, if you want to take a look at some of the homes, 70 Jenny Lane, that's the 3-bedroom, and then 45 Jenny Court, that's a 2-bedroom. So then, we can take a look at those right now. You can follow me in my Jeep, and hopefully we won't get too wet with the weather. But that'll conclude everything. If you want to visit me on www.skyharborhomes.net, you'll be able to see most of the information, and you can give me a call at 716-818-9847. Thank you.